Hey Nesters, welcome back to the channel. Today I am sharing a Goodwill Thrift haul with you. This is from my last thrift with me. If you missed the thrift along, I will link that at the end of the video if you guys want to go ahead and check it out as I picked up these items. We'll go ahead and get started with the first thing I found. And the first thing is really cool. I've never seen this before. It seems to be one of a kind. I'm not sure. I'm sure there are some others that were out there at some point. There's a signature on the bottom, as well as the number 21 is kind of molded into it, which leads me to believe this was a molded piece at some point. The purple and pink color on this is very unusual. I've never come across that before, and you guys know I thrift a lot, so yeah, I just thought it was really cool. It has the really cute dog here. It's kind of a little bit larger than a bud vase, but you know, it's enough for a few flowers probably, or you could even store maybe your combs and brushes in it. But yeah, I thought that was super cute. It was marked $3, and I think I can get about $30 to $35 for it with free shipping. I seem to come across a lot of items today that were kind of one of a kind, handmade pottery style items, and this bowl is something very special. It's so beautiful. Now it is signed on the bottom. It says, I believe, WMWM. I can't quite make it out, but it's this nice raw clay, but then this detailing here is actually a really smooth glaze. So I love the colors to this, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You can tell it's handmade, but you know, I love how it kind of has that just a slight unevenness to the rim of it. And if you look on the inside of it, it's just gorgeous everywhere. Now, this is a more valuable pottery piece. It's just such a great quality. I only paid $2 for it, but stuff like this goes for great money. So I think I'm going to go ahead and list it for somewhere between, I don't know, maybe $45 to $55 and include free shipping in it, because I really think it is super good quality. And like I said, there are pottery pieces out there that do sell for even more than that. So I think it's worth it. It's really a nice piece. I was really happy when I came across these Federal Vintage coffee mugs. They are in the Moon Glow Pearl pattern and kind of that rainbow iridescentness to it. Gorgeous. I love the Moon Glow Pearl, and I would consider keeping them myself, but I don't need any more mugs. But this is something I might collect in the future if I, you know, decide to let some stuff go. Now these were priced $3 a piece, so I got $6 invested into them for the set. I didn't notice until I got home, but there is a chip on one of them on the bottom where it sits to the table. It's very hard to see, really. It's a tiny chip right in there. So I still feel comfortable listing them, and I don't really think it affects the quality. You can barely notice it, really. So I think I can get about $26, maybe $28, with free shipping included for the pair. So I looked in the purse section on my way out. I don't normally have a chance to get over to that side of the store. This Goodwill is large, and I usually try to, you know, only stay there for maybe an hour, 2 hours maximum. And I have to leave, right? I have little kids. They can't last that long, not too much longer than that. So I looked over in the bags and I saw this one. I was kind of rushing, so I just kind of glanced real quick. And this one really caught my eye. I love the fabric to it. It seemed to be kind of high-end, better quality. It is handmade, I believe. I don't see any designer or anything on it, and it does appear to be handmade, but it's a gorgeous piece. I love the little trains on it and the trees and the colors. Their bags, most of them are priced $5. So, I mean, it's a reasonable enough price for a bag rate. They do have some little sections on the inside. It's kind of hard to show, but there are some divided sections on the inside here. I think there's 3 on each side. And is there 3? Yeah. So they're about this size here. And yeah, I just thought it was nice. It's a pretty good size. Little nice tote bag for somebody. I really enjoy the colors to it, and I'm sure someone will enjoy that, so I will be listing that up in my Etsy. This next piece was marked $2 and I thought it was really adorable. Now this is a wooden piece. I wasn't quite sure. At first I thought it might be ceramic, but this definitely, the cat is wooden, and then this is, you can see the wood grain with the paint, so it is all solid wood somehow. I guess they must have individually made them and then kind of attached them together, but super adorable. How cute is that? I knew there's lots of people out there that like cat decor, and I assume they also would like books. I like books, so I just thought it'd be really adorable to put up on a shelf, and it's, you know, not too kitschy, or you know, not too much of the vintage style that I normally get. It's definitely more of a primitive, or kind of just a classic design, I guess I would say. But yeah, I just thought it was really nice. I think I can get probably about $25 to $28 for it with free shipping included. I found another really neat wooden item. This is hand carved. It's this nice little wooden decoy duck. It does have two sawed out, or what would you call it, chiseled out holes in the bottom, which I'm not sure why. I guess they might have put it on some kind of a stand to lift it up in their yard or in a pond or something. I'm not quite sure what the deal is there, but it's still super cute. I love how colorful the detailing is on it all around, and it's in good shape. I don't see any chips. Normally when I come across these, their wings have some kind of a chip on them. There is just a slight little bit of paint wear on the beak, but that is it. So it's in great shape. These ducks sell for decent money depending on, you know, the style and the coloring to them. This one is a bit nicer because it has a lot of detailing to it. They go for anywhere between $18 up to like $40, $45. So I think mine, I probably can get about $30, $35 for with free shipping. So we will see how that does. So I was looking on a shelf where I found several items that were not priced, and as I was waiting for the Goodwill lady to come back with her little price gun, I saw these penguins and I couldn't not get them, right? They're so cute. So they reminded me of the movie Billy Madison, and some of you guys picked up on my comment in the video, and yeah, so that's why I got them. I used to really be into penguins, but it's not really my thing anymore, so these will be listed, and I think I can probably get about $18.99 for the pair with free shipping. So the items on the shelf that caught my interest were some vintage Avon 1980s figurines. They were put out by Precious Moments, but Precious Moments made these exclusively for Avon. So I thought they were super cute. They're not necessarily for Easter. I originally looked at them and like, oh, they're bunnies, but they're actually a mixture of bunny and mice, which is kind of interesting. And I'm not too sure about the history of these, if these used to be an item that was for sale for everyone to purchase, or if these were specifically for Avon lady sellers, because they definitely represent the Avon ladies that used to go door to door selling the Avon items, and there's some really cute ones. The first one I'm going to share with you, this one seems to be the most common that I find listed. The other ones, most of them I didn't even find any, so I assume they're more rare. These are made in Japan. This one is specifically 1980 exactly. It says the day I made President's Club, and I'm assuming that is a like level you reach when you're selling Avon, and I don't really know much about the Avon business, but she seems to be getting her award, the little mouse here, and the bunny is giving that to her. This one, since it is a little bit more common, isn't going to sell for quite as much, so I think they were marked $2 a piece is what she ended up giving me for a price on all of them as well. But I think I can get probably about $22 to $25 for this with free shipping. The next one is this here, and she's knocking on the door, but it's actually a book. What are these called? Book holders? Bookend, and it says my first call. So she's holding her little Avon book. The thing I like about these, they're super well detailed. It's incredible. right down to like her bow in the back. Everything is really well done. She has her basket of Avon and, like I said, her little Avon catalog, and she is knocking on the door to make her sale, right? So this one I did see listed a few times, not quite as much as that one, but I think this one still I'd probably sell for about $22 to $25 with free shipping. So now we're starting to get into the ones that I saw absolutely no listings of. So I do find them a little bit more rare, and they also have the most detail, and I think they're worth more for those two reasons. This first one says the Collector's Corner, and it's this little mouse here. And the super cute thing about this, she's holding the 1982 boy Mother's Day plate. I've shown those in some of my Thrift With Me videos before, and I was like, hey, I know what that is. And it looks like there is a girl version on her little hutchback here. So she has some Avon collectibles on the shelf, and then she's holding the collector's plate. So I thought that was really adorable. And yeah, so that one is definitely worth a little bit more than those two. Probably could sell it for, I don't know, $28 to $30 with free shipping. The next one is this adorable bunny in the yellow convertible. It just says Avon here on the license plate on the front. So I believe this one you could kind of use year round. I guess it does say going Avon calling down here, but it's in black cursive. I don't think the average person, if it was sitting on your shelf, would really know what it was unless they got close to it, right? Oh, there's even a little A for detailing there. It's so cute. They thought of everything where they're detailing, so. It's a cute little bird up on the back. I just thought it was really adorable. She has this suitcase, which I know there are some vintage Avon lady suitcases out there. I think my friend Misty over at Thrifter Junker had hauled one of those a few months back. And yeah, so if anyone that had sold Avon in the past or just remembered the Avon lady coming around as, you know, to their mom's house when they were a kid or something, I'm sure they would have some good memories associated with these items. And yeah, you could definitely use these for Easter decor, or some of them even for Christmas. I guess the mouse kind of goes with Christmas. So I don't know who the market is for this exactly, but I think they're super cute and I was willing to take a chance on them. Yeah, so that one I think I can get probably about $35 with free shipping. And the last one here I think is probably worth the most. It's the most unique and the most detailed. It's very, very cute. Now it says on the front in their cursive writing, which shade do you prefer? So she's into the house now, right? And she's sitting on this beautiful couch with the bunny selling her Avon. She has the Avon catalog, and they are drinking tea. There's a little tea set there. She's holding a teacup, and her little Avon basket is down here as well. So I just thought that had great detailing to it, super adorable, and definitely rare. So I think this one probably is worth more like the $38 range with free shipping. So we will see how those do. I was excited to come across those and give them a try. This piece here I paid $3 for, and the neat thing about this, I didn't know this at the time when I bought it, but this is actually a plaque that comes off. This has a little screw on it, and someone had bought this wooden piece, you know, to accentuate that, and this does have a signature on the back that it was made in New York, Muriel M. Rocco's, and so they had bought that specifically to use for this. I saw these listed online just as the plaques, and there were several of them, but they didn't have this, so that's how I knew that was attached, and I was like, oh, it is just a little screw that they sat that into. So I think it does make it look quite a bit nicer than just having the piece of metal, right? So I know this will go with the farmhouse, that, you know, farmhouse style decor that everyone is super into right now, and man caves. It can go with a lot of different themes, really. There's definitely gonna be a buyer for this, so I was gonna grab it for sure. It is vintage. I don't normally sell stuff like this too much. I like the more kitschy things, but like I've said, you know, I have an appreciation for other styles that, you know, aren't necessarily my taste, so I definitely will go ahead and pick things up that I think other people will enjoy. Now, based off the price of what I saw others listed at with just the metal frame, and then I have the wooden one, I think I can get about $38 for this with free shipping. So this next item I paid $4 for, and it is buffalo china. Now, I know there is a good selling base out there for buffalo china right now, and the restaurant wear is really hot, so I definitely was gonna pick this up. It's in great shape. It's just a nice oval platter. It is white, and then it has this kind of scalloped black trim to it. Now, buffalo china is super heavy for its size, right? And I believe they have a nickname of America's ironstone. I don't believe it's true like ironstone like the English version, but they do kind of consider it that American ironstone, right? So it's super great quality. You know, there's definitely a lot of it out there because it is such a good quality, and they held up very nicely. So they really have chips on them. This does have a couple of dings, small dings on the back. It's not even barely noticeable, right? It's just a little bit there. And yeah, so straight out of Buffalo, New York, and very, very cool. So this, I think I can probably get about 30 to 32 for with free shipping. It was gonna cost a little bit to ship because it is so heavy and large, but I think, you know, someone will definitely enjoy that. Maybe they'll get it in time for the Thanksgiving meal. It's a nice neutral colored decor for any tablescape, so I think it will work very well for most people. I did pick up the peacock, the little gold and red peacock tray here. I really like these vintage trays, and I just think they're super fun. I believe this particular style came, well, I think most of them do really come in several different sizes with the same pattern on it. So you can find these, I mean, if you happen to find them, you can find them in different style tin trays. Now this one is, you know, a little scratched up, but overall, most of it is intact, and you can definitely still use it. I would probably mainly use it for decor as a backdrop on a hutch because it looks super gorgeous year round. Definitely would look nice this season for sure though. The Thanksgiving and Christmas season is definitely what it reminded me of. I like the gold and the red on it, and yeah, so I will list this. I haven't decided how much yet. I will have to go ahead and do some research on that. You guys know my needlework items, right? When I saw this over in the linen section, I had to get it. Even though it's a little bit wonky and misshapen the way that they have it, it needs to be cut and framed. I think once it stretches out and it's framed, I think it'll be fine. But I thought it was really nicely done. It has the 1776 on it. Perfect for 4th of July decor or anyone that's into the Americana stuff. So I definitely wanted to grab it. I thought it was really nicely done. It is I guess an embroidery. It's a super tight knit, and I thought it was really nice. I like stuff with eagles on it, and I really like the mustard yellow color to it. So I thought it was fun. I will probably be listing that eventually. Probably will hold off for a little bit though. I did pay $1 to get this box here. It's just one of those photo boxes, the cardboard versions. And I like that it had the maps on it because with my Christmas decor, I do decorate with vintage items, but I also kind of have this joy to the world theme that I do. I have several globes, and then I also have globe ornaments I put on my tree. So I actually thought this would be nice to keep my Christmas cards, and I do like to save my Christmas cards that I get each year, and I thought this would be the perfect box for it. So if I just wanted to set it on the shelf and kind of, you know, glance through them and reminisce a little bit through the years of Christmas cards I've gotten in the past. I really like the ones that we gotten for our grandparents and stuff that have passed away. And I hope you guys keep your Christmas cards because it is really special when you get to look back on them, even just to see their little signatures and stuff on the cards. It kind of just is sentimental, and I don't know, I like it. So I thought this would be the perfect box for that. So in the Christmas section, I did pick up this bag here, and it was marked $2. Initially, when I looked at it, I thought it might have been a tree topper, but it appears to be just some kind of a large ornament, or maybe you could just hang it on the wall. But I really liked it. It's metal, and it looked very vintage to me. It might not be particularly old, but it definitely has that vintage look to me. I'll have to see if I can find anything out about it, but I thought it was really gorgeous, and will definitely go with my decor. So I just plan to keep that myself. There was a couple of little gold, are these metal? Those might just be plastic, but they're just ornaments. I probably would just use these as a shelf decor because I kind of like the gold metal stuff to blend in with my kitschy, colorful Christmas. It kind of helps tone it down a little bit, I guess. So there's 2 of those in there. $2, you can't beat that. I thought that was a great find. I picked up a couple other Christmas items, but these weren't even in the Christmas section. So someone had picked these up but then set them back down would be my guess. And I was happy to get them. They definitely look older, probably from the 1970s would be my guess. And I just thought they were super cute. There's a good chance I might hang on to them myself. I still gotta get all my Christmas decor out, and then I'll kind of just declutter from there because I do swap things out, you know, that I got over the summer from, you know, things I might not like as much from last year. I can't keep it all, so we'll see where these end up going. And I'm curious if there's a maker under these stickers. I don't see one on her. Oh, there is something on this. Wallace and Berry, so that is like a 1970s brand. They make those kind of kitschy, funny statues there. Made in Portugal. There's a date. Can't quite make it out though. But either says 71 or 91. Maybe they're from the 90s. They look a little bit older to me though. They're like a bit heavier, so we'll see. I'll have to look into that. I did grab another one of these wind chimes, these little mini wind chimes. This one has these snowmen on it. I think I have one of these listed in my Etsy already, as well as some different styles that I picked up not too long ago. So yeah, I do have that, and if I do happen to have the other one, no, because the other one is new in box, I believe, so I won't be able to double list it in the same listing, but that'll probably be listed up there as well. So this here is a super cool find. This is a Moby Dick pitcher. It's actually a pitcher. You can see his hat has this little, you know, spout here. I wouldn't probably use it as a pitcher. This does have some crazing in the bottom of it. It's kind of oranged out a bit. I would use it as a planter, and I think it would be super cute, especially if you decorate in the nautical decor theme. Look how adorable the handle is. I love the design to this. It has the whale on it. There is a slight little bit of wear here, just where the paint has kind of come off of the bottom of the whale tail. But there are some of these listed on eBay, all painted differently, of course, because this is a mold from the 1970s. And I thought it was super fun. I really like picking up the mold items. They're very, oh, what do I usually say? Like eccentric or endearing, I think is what I usually say, right? So I like them. I thought this was cool. I've never seen it before. They go for a decent amount of money. They sell for about $35 plus shipping, so I would expect to get about the same. So this next item I might be taking a chance on because it is chipped, and I only paid $5 for it. I feel like someone kind of set it off to the side. They had thought about it, and then just by where I found it in the store, it just felt like someone decided not to get it because it does have a chip on the tip of his ear and then a little bit on the back of the fence post. Now, I got it because I'd never seen it before. Horse items sell super well for super good money. I haven't had the chance to look this up to see if, you know, what it even is. There's no markings on it to indicate where it might have came from. There is a little pot here where you could put a plant. I assume it's a planter. And I just thought it was really nice. The chipping is very minor. You can fix it. I know there's people out there that can fix it. I'm not one of them. I don't have time. I get a lot of comments, that's an easy fix, that's an easy fix, you should have picked that up. If I pick things up with chips in it, it's either gonna be on the bottom where it's not noticeable, the back side where you would have it up against something, or it's gotta be super special, right? Because I have 2 toddlers, I homeschool, I do YouTube videos just about every day, and I gotta edit, and then I also resell items, right? So I gotta take photographs, clean those up, list them, and pack them up, ship them out. My husband runs his own business plus has a regular job, so we are very busy, and if I pick up all the things that are chipped or broken all the time, and I have all these projects, I can't do it, right? It's just not possible. I have to kind of choose my battles there, but this was very special. I felt like someone would still buy it even with the minor chip on the ear. Someone could definitely fix it or just paint it a little bit brown and you probably wouldn't even notice it. I will probably list this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do eBay or Etsy with this, but I will link both of my shops below, and I'll probably be there by the time this video goes up, or within a couple days for sure. So yeah, I thought that was fun, and the price is yet to be determined. I gotta look into it. I did look through the books today, another section that I don't always get to, but I really enjoy. I really could spend probably 5 to 6 hours at this thrift store. If I really had the time to, I would. Before I was a mother, I've done it before. I've been there 6, maybe even 8 hours one day, because I went through the clothing as well. This is a really large thrift store. But yeah, I saw some of the older books. I like to look for the ones with the brighter colors or kind of interesting bindings on it, because people just really like to use these older books for decor. Of course, people read them still as well, but a lot of people just want them for decor to put on their shelves because, I mean, they just look nicer. The older books just look nicer than the newer style, right? So this I didn't know much about the authors or the stories to them, but they all said the word wife in it, and I thought I'd make a cute little set to sell to somebody. So this one says More Than Wife, this one says The Office Wife, and then this one is Her Son's Wife. So just the fact that I saw those all kind of in the same area in the same day just made me think someone else might have styled it on a shelf and used that as a design medium for themselves. So I figured I would give it a try. They are $3 a piece. I paid for them, so I have to figure out, you know, what these are exactly, and I will get back to you on the price. They'll be listed up in Etsy as a set, more than likely. These ones here, I originally got because I was picking them up for, you know, to form a rainbow stack. I like to pick up the books in all the different colors of the rainbow, and you can go ahead and sell those for about 55 to 65 bucks, depending, you know, on what they are and what the bindings look like. These ones look super cool, so I was like, oh, that would be perfect. But then I noticed, yeah, they're like the same thing, right? So they are by the same author, and therefore I'm going to just list the set of 2 together. I paid $3 a piece for them. Now, Conrad Richter is an early, like, 19th century author. He wrote about life in early American. So these books are kind of about a family that kind of lived in the wilderness, and then they're kind of forming their, you know, developing their life into what is becoming America in the early 19th century. So I thought that sounded kind of interesting. And one is called The Town, the other is called The Field. So, I mean, if you're interested, you could definitely look up the full description of the stories to see if it was something you're interested in. But yeah, I think I can get, I paid $6 for them, so I think I can probably get maybe about $30, $25, $30 for the set of 2 with free shipping. I found this really neat cookbook. I've never seen this before. It's called the 50 States Cookbook. So this was $3 as well. It says USA here, and they like made it with food. I just noticed that. But this has recipes from each state, so I thought that would be super fun. I'm curious. Now, if I open it up to Maine and there's a lobster recipe, that's just so cliche, right? So I'm gonna glance here and see if I can find if they have Maine in here. They have it like the Midwest, the South. Maybe they don't have specific states. Fried Kentucky country ham. Oh, okay, I see them on the side now. Delaware. Where's Maine? They're not in alphabetical order. That's annoying. I don't know if I'm gonna find Maine. I'll show you guys in a B-reel, I guess. This is gonna take too long. It's gotta be in here somewhere. So I will try to find that and show you in a B-reel. But I thought that was super cool, and I'm excited to try some of their recipes. You guys know I like my state memorabilia, the souvenir stuff, so this was a no-brainer, right? I was definitely gonna pick that up. And staying in the state theme, I picked up this National Geographic 50 States book, and again, $3 for that. And it just has various information about all the states, and I just thought it was kind of cool. It's a good little coffee table read, right? And I think you guys saw in the thrift with me that I picked this one up by Jessica Seinfeld, Jerry's wife. I recently, well, earlier this year, I picked up her first cookbook, which was Deceptively Delicious, and in that cookbook, she talked about how to make food, put healthy food into your kids, right? So it was by way of making purees mostly, and you can kind of mix it in with regular food so they don't know the vegetables are in there, but you know, kind of just looks like macaroni and cheese, but you got your pureed butternut squash and you put that in there, and I mean, now they're getting some nutrients, right? So a lot of her recipes was like that in that particular book. So I was interested to see that she had made a second book, and I'm not sure where her direction is with this. It just says double delicious, good, simple food for busy, complicated lives. So simple recipes works for me, so I thought that would be a good one to get. And like I said, she does have kind of a older housewife kind of style to her bookbinding, which I really like. Are you guys still hanging in here? Is anyone still watching this? I feel like this haul is going on forever. We have made it to our last item, and I bought a lamp. I was very happy to find this. Now, normally I don't look at lamps. This Goodwill, they used to have the lamp section in the way back by the kind of dressing rooms where I just never walked down that far, right? So I never saw them there. They recently moved them up when they rearranged the store to kind of a weird area again. It's in the middle of the store, but it's kind of by the toys. My kids are usually playing with the toys, looking through there, and you know, my husband's watching them and playing with them there. And I was all done shopping and I was going over to them, and they were kind of by the lamp, so I kind of just walked down and I spied this right off the bat, and I was like, oh, that is gorgeous. Now, I don't use lamps myself in my home because I have small kids and dogs and a husband. I say a husband because I bought a lamp a couple years ago. It was a nice vintage lamp, and it was like the one I showed in the thrift along with me, where it had kind of a metal base, and then it had this glass on the bottom, and then it had that metal ring on the top where you would set like a hurricane style top to it. He broke the top to it, so I just never found a replacement for it, and I never bothered to put it back out because I was just like, no. Glass was everywhere and I was done with that. So this I would consider keeping in my house. It's a very large lamp and it's a very good quality. It does have a beautiful, am I showing it the right way? Where's the peacock? I guess he is on the back side too, but you can see the peacock there. I love that it's pink and blue, which is two of the most common, most loved vintage colors, right? So very, very nice. This is a Frederick of, is it Chicago? Is that what they're called? It's labeled somewhere. Frederick Cooper out of Chicago. And I looked these up on eBay, and these lamps, these Frederick Cooper lamps, sell for crazy good money. So I was just probably going to sell it here locally because, I mean, this thing is a beast. But I mean, for the prices these go for, I might go ahead and risk shipping it, figuring out how to ship it and selling it. So this might go up on eBay sometime. I don't know yet, but it's super pretty. Yeah, so these sell for anywhere between like $150 up to $400, which is insane to me because I paid $13 for it. And I thought that was, you know, a great deal, but still a little pricey for me at a thrift store. I don't really like to spend that much, but I mean, it's a solid piece and it was beautiful. And I knew it was definitely worth the 13 bucks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this thrift haul. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up. It really helps my channel out. And if you guys are not subscribed already, please consider subscribing if you enjoy thrifting and reselling content. That is what Nesting Haven is mainly about. I like anything to do with the homemaking, vintage homemaking, home decor type stuff. So thank you guys that are subscribers of mine that stick around and stuck around for this whole video. I don't even know how long this is gonna be. Let me know in the comments below if you made it to the end. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.